Okay, let's first review our resources API from last time real quick. So we wrote a move to operation that takes a signer and an object, and we also wrote an exist function operation that takes an address. After that, we'll first see how to use these operations, then go over all the global storage operation before we go to more examples. So here we first create a script and use resources debug, vector, these modules as we did before. Well, you should be very familiar with those now. Then one more thing we'll be using is that signer module, which will be giving us an address with a given signer. Okay, now we first create a vector with single apartments, and then we'll be push another apartment into this vector. Okay, pay attention that it's a mutable reference here to the vector. Okay, and now we'll build a building with a vector and some other parameters. So will that be resources create building with apartments and some other parameters. Okay, cool. Okay, if we compile the code now, we'll have an error. Why? Well, because this B is our resource, and the resources doesn't have drop ability. So you'll either use it, which means you pass it to some other function and deal with it there, or you manually destroy it here. Well, that's a safety concern. You don't want your digital asset to disappear under any circumstances, right? Okay, so now we'll actually store this resource under our own account. The resources takes signer. Then we'll use our exist add function to check the existence. So the store part is it's trivial. You just pass in the reference of the signer and then the object. Okay, but the exist add part is a little bit more tricky. So it takes an address, but to get an address out of a signer, we need to use signer column address of, and then an immutable reference of the signer. So that's it, and it will tell us whether it exists or not. Okay, so we'll compile and run this code, and then we'll say, okay, changed one resource under address 002 or whatever. That looks awesome. So we get to know that we updated the resource and exist also return true. However, if we run this code again, something wrong will happen. We're having this resource already exist error because this is a requirement that we mentioned in the first session about resources. So only one object in one type could exist under an account. So that's why you cannot just store the resources again, because it's already there. Okay, that's all you need to know in this section, and see you in next one. Bye bye!